So here when we open the AutoCAD, the workspace is for drafting and it looks like this. And here we have the quick access bar, and here is the uh, ribbon, we call it ribbon. And this is the tabs for ribbon, like insert, annotate, parametric view, and view, manage, output, collaborate, like this. These are given here in tab. In home tab we see the command for tools for the line, polyline, circle, arc, etc. And here uh, it is the command line window, and we type commands in command line window to execute in AutoCAD. Okay, like we can type line L for line, and we can type M for move, and PL for polyline, etc. And here is the status bar. In status bar there is like model, and this is dynamic input, uh, and we can toggle them using shortcut keys. This dynamic input can be toggled by the F12 function, F12 key, and it can be toggled like this. It can be on off using F12. Okay, and here is also, this is called in the side, it is design center, which can be accessed using control plus 2. And this is here is orthogonal mode. It can be turned on or off by using F8 or by using control L, like this. It is on using control L and it is off using control L. Okay, now before drawing, first of all we have to set the dimensions. To set the dimensions, we can type UN in the command line window and then hit enter, and command line window appears like this here, and it has decimal, engineering, fractionals, scientific, and architectural units. Architectural units contains units like feet and inches, while engineering units also contains feet and inches, but in decimal, not fractions. And scientific unit is, like 2.0 times 10 to the 8. This kind of unit is in scientific unit. Okay, we use it when the length of the line is very very long. So I'm good with two decimal places precisions, and one decimal places for the angle, and I will change the unit from inches to millimeters. Millimeters is here, and then everything looks good, and I will hit the OK, click on OK. And now second thing is, I like to limit the space so that I need not to zoom in or zoom out. Visually see what I am drawing here, right, in the canvas. So I set the limits by typing limits in the command line window, and it asks the lower left corner and the top right corner. So I'm good with the lower left corner, 0 comma 0, that is origin, and so I hit enter to select it. And for the upper right corner, I can type 60 comma 40. So 60 mm wide and 40 mm high. Okay, we can take it like 600, whatever you can think of, or you can have the maximum limits of your drawing. Okay, you can just select those limits so that you can visually see all the things correctly in the canvas. So I'm good with the 60/40, so I type 60 comma 40 and hit enter, right? And then I can do the zoom extent so that I can look the canvas in good mode. Here you can see, now this is the origin, and this goes to the 60 comma 40. And now I will use the line, and basically line can be done using the here by clicking line here and doing it, drawing line anywhere you can do like this. Okay, but it is better to drawing by using the dimensions. And if we want to draw a drawing by by their dimensions, then we have to enter the values of length, angles or coordinates in the drawing mode. Okay, so I will select it and uh, I will select it all and then delete it, and I'm again select it and delete it. Okay, and now I will to draw the dimension line, we can use the coordinate, we can enter the coordinates, we can enter the length of the line and the angle, and this gives us exact drawings, exact dimension drawing. So instead of just drawing random lines, we have to draw according to the measurement. So to do this, I can type L here or I can click there. So I will type L here and hit enter, and it asks the specify the first point. It asks the first point, right? So I can click anywhere to get the first point, but it is better to get the coordinate. If I have some prepared drawings, prepared measurements where I have coordinates, so I will put the coordinates here. Suppose I want to start the line from 0 comma 0, so I will put here 0 comma 0. It starts with the origin, and the second point will be, it as the next point. Next point we can take, like if I want to make a rectangle, if I want to make a rectangle of length 20 mm wide and 30 high, so I need to put the next coordinate as 20 comma 0, because the base will be horizontal. So I will type 20 comma 0 and hit enter. Now because the height is 30 mm, so and the line is vertical, because rectangle has a 90-degree at every four corners, all the four corners, so the angle will be 90 degrees. So line side will be vertical, and its height will be 30 mm. So we don't move left or right, so next coordinate will be 20 comma 30. So I type 20 comma 30. Okay, it draws the our next second side, and the third side will be at 0 0, but 30 high from the origin. So its coordinate will be 0 comma 30. And to close the rectangle, I will type C. So it is here. Okay, so here we have a rectangle, and this rectangle can also be drawn uh, using the relative coordinates. I use the absolute coordinates here. From every point is referenced from origin, but sometimes it is easy to draw using the relative coordinates. If we know, we have last point, we know the distance and next coordinate, not distance, we know the next coordinates from the last point, how much we travel left or right and how much we travel up or down. Using that we can get the next coordinate, and then we enter the coordinate and we get the drawings, exact drawings. So in relative coordinates system, we draw this rectangle like this. Okay, I will take the line here from here, and it asks the first point, and first point I can give like 30 comma 0, and from this point I need to move 20 units right, and the side should be horizontal. So in relative coordinates, if we don't have activated the dynamic input, then we have to use the add command before entering the coordinate. So then it is reference from the last point, so I type at the rate, and then I type 20 comma 0, and it moves 20 units right and the 0 units up or down. So here we get the base of the rectangle, and now I have to move I have to make a line vertical which must be 30 high, and a vertical line, and for vertical line the movement in x direction should be 0. So I type like at the rate, and then I type 0 comma 30 reference. From this point it will be, if this is last point is origin, then the movement upper 30 will be 0 comma 30. So I type 0 comma 30, and it moves the point 30 units up, make a line. And then this upper point 0.30 becomes our next reference point, next origin. And from this point we have to move the 20 units left, and to move the left I will and type negative sign before entering the coordinates, right? I will type this and then negative 20 comma 0, and then I type C to close it. This is relative coordinates to draw rectangles. And now one more type is the polar coordinates. And polar coordinates means we give the length of the line segment, and the angle from the horizontal in anti-clockwise direction, right? So to get this, we just click on line or type L here in the command line prompt, command line window. The line activated, it asks the first point, and for the first point I can take the point uh, 60 comma 0 and hit enter. It gets the first point. And from this if I want to draw a line 20 mm long, line segment 20 mm long, but at 0 degree angle, so I will type uh, 20 and then use the tab. But before that I need to activate the dynamic inputs. Okay, so I will activate dynamic input using the F12, so dynamic input is on, and now I will enter 20, and I will enter 20 and then use the tab, not comma, tab to get the angle, and then angle is 0 degree, and then hit enter. So I will get the line which is basically 20 mm long, and at 0 degree angle from the reference point. Okay, and this dynamic inputs is also like relative coordinate system, relative coordinates, where where the last point is always referenced, not the origin. So from this last point we have to move the line 30 mm long, but at 90 degree. For vertical we have to make the width for vertical line, the angle is 90 degrees. So I type 30 and then hit tab and then type angle 90 degree and hit enter. So it makes a vertical line of length 30 mm. Okay, vertical line. And now I have to make a make a horizontal line segment or side of the rectangle at it appears like 0 degree, but it is not 0 degree, it is 180 degree, because we always measure the angle from the right side of the x-axis. Okay, so we type like 20 है ना, okay, 20 but at 180 degree angle. So it makes a horizontal line, but on the left side, not right side. Okay, now to close it I will type C, or I can enter again the value, but it is better to close this by using the C. So we have done it. And similarly the fourth one is the dynamic inputs, where I can draw a rectangle, similar rectangles, by using the dynamic inputs. Since dynamic input is on, we can toggle it using F8. Okay, F8. So here I will start line again, and you see now we can type the initial point, which might be like 90 comma 0. Okay, By using comma, we need to put the we need to type the y coordinate, but if I use tab, then we have to put the angle, measure of the angle. Okay, so it has the next point, and for the next point the coordinate should be different from the first point, so it will be 20 comma 0 from the this. Okay, now I'm using comma, not tab. Okay, I'm just using x and y coordinate from referenced. It is just like relative coordinate system. Now I want to move 30 up vertically at angle 90 degree. So the coordinate will be like from, if I reference the last point, it will be 0 comma 30. So I put 0 comma 30, and then I need to move left, but left, if I move left or right, then y change in y will be 0, so y, I will put y 0, and because I'm going left side, so it will be negative 20 comma 0 from the reference point, and then I type C to close it. So here our four rectangles are prepared and drawn using the uh, keyboard inputs using keyboard. Okay, so in this way we can draw line segments or rectangles uh, accurately and according to the given dimensions. Okay, I hope this finds helpful. Thank you for watching.